Hello guys, my name is Shastanand. Welcome back to more Minecraft on the JFS. It is debate day. It is debate day. We are finally going to have our debate, the one that we were going to have last week but got postponed. It is today, and that is what this video will be. A couple things to address before the debate starts, and then we'll just go straight into it. After last episode, I did build one more billboard. And most of you are going to look at this and you're going to say, what the heck is that? But if any of you remember, then it was worth it. This is such a deep cut. This is such a deep cut reference to Season 3 that I respect anyone who knows this reference. Don't puck the muck. So, for the 1-year anniversary of me joining the JFS, I did a JFS themed parody of Welcome to Night Vale. And one of the things in Night Vale was a joke about billboards appearing around town with weird messages on them. One of them appearing through a dog who seemed unaffected by the billboard.
New billboards have appeared all over the server,
bearing the image of a turkey sandwich and the single word harlot.
These billboards have caused some confusion, both due to their out-of-date JFS memes
and to the fact that the entire structure of the billboards materialized overnight.
in places billboards are not usually found.
And I remembered it and I couldn't help it. And so in the specific in the video I made back in 2017, Don't Puck the Muck was a recent-ish JFS meme, and so I included it here. Good fun. The other thing to address is that I will not be going to the debate as myself. I will be going as Shostin Sliwa. I've got a Curtis Sliwa themed Minecraft skin with the beret. If you're not invested enough in recent American politics to get the joke, I'm sorry. I'm not going to go into detail because it's politics, but suffice to say, there's a very eccentric guy out there, and so this is my reference for the debate. But yeah, so we're just going to jump straight to it.
Hey, did you see you made it to the debate?
Oh, look who it is. Glad to finally make your acquaintance. I wonder why Goose is standing directly underneath.
I appreciate whoever reserved a seat for Mary.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, and he's got to get a front row seat, too, like...
Of course.
He's here in our hearts.
So is Tiny all the way out, or
I
just out of the debate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he made it seem like he was, like, resigning, even if, like... Or withdrawing his candidacy. Even though, like, he could still run, you know, he just didn't go to the debate.
Yeah, exactly.
His retraction was too late after the deadline, so he'll still be on the ballot.
Oh, that's a good point. That's right. Yeah,
Okay.
You can't really withdraw in, you know... The ballots have already been printed.
If anybody has stuff that they don't want to lose, they might want to put it away, because things tend to happen at JFS events.
That's a good point.
I would never...
I'm
never
personally
heard of that.
hoping for explosives and fireworks, but that's just me.
Dakota's campaign promise was to bomb the debate, so if this stage is left standing afterwards...
Maybe I'll keep the
taken that
sword out
literally.
just in case.
Wow.
And
Intentionally
and maybe,
misleading the people.
Welcome to this great mayoral and mayoral debate of 2026
Woo.
with some great candidates. Woo!
Yay.
Insert
Yeah.
more people in the crowd.
Yep.
So it looks like
applause, sound
JFS is
effect.
more active. Can you add some of those the fake people, Lemon?
Yeah, where's
More
grapes?
alter counts. Yeah.
I can't actually.
Grapes,
Oh,
luck muck,
Luck Muck in here.
oranges.
But I am, of course,
I don't think I was looking
moderator,
at
the
me.
debater, the whatever. I don't know why they chose me as a moderator. A
Oh my
guy
gosh,
who
it's the Mary
mumbles,
Gamer.
who's probably one
Is
of
he
the
a-
only people who's not a native English speaker on the server. Then again,
Dennis, he hates you. He's
um,
not even looking at you. What have you
What's up,
done to
guys?
take the Merry Gamer?
Nixer. Okay, but let's talk a bit with candidates. First of all, to select an order for the first question, I have found a list of funny city names according to, don't look it up, room.com. Name a funny city, and the one with the first name on the list will start.
Is this a game show now?
Okay, I would like to request that we do openings, but climax Saskatchewan.
Possum Grape, Arkansas.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
You have one,
we
Cosmo?
have Rudolph, Ohio.
Giorgio Amadeo, would you like to ask me in Italian?
So true.
Okay.
That was my guess.
Believe that's not on the list, unfortunately. What did Charleston say?
Possum Grape.
Possum grape. I'm gonna give it to you because there's possum trot. The weird thing about this list is it's alphabetical. Mayoral candidate Shosnar, would you like to present yourself to the crowd?
Of course. Thank you, Mr. Flux. My name is Shostana, and I am running for mayor. Too long has this server gone on without the leadership that it needs. We have stumbled around in the dark under anarchy, and it is time that we had a leader. I did not choose to run for mayor, the people chose me. And I truly will be the people's candidate.
Here, here.
Tonight, you will hear debate on all of the important topics, and my positions will be made clear, and you will go away knowing exactly what I stand for. But remember this. You chose me, and I serve you.
That's my mayor.
Yay.
That's my mayor.
Why is this hair so red?
That's a beret, you ignorant fool.
Oh my god, is it Chad?
We
Was
love
it
you,
Judd?
Justin.
Oh. Order!
Sorry.
Dr. Dakota,
Hello.
if that is
thank
your real
you.
name.
It's not. Ladies, gentlemen, and my non-binary friends, I am an average Minecraft worker. In fact, I think I still have my outfit still on. 1 second.
Why is this
I
hair
spent
so
a lot
red?
of time in the mines. I
Oh.
don't want to be up here on stage. In fact, I wouldn't. I would be gladly in the voting booth putting Shostin as my main candidate. Except for one thing. The one policy that made me want to run. Stealing. And the
Oh, yeah.
specific example being glowstone. Something that we don't even have capabilities of farming at the moment. Shostin spoke negatively of the anarchy and chaos we've been living in. I thrive in that. And if you vote for me, it is a vote for said anarchy. Continue on.
It's a bit long-winded,
mayor,
but
that's my
sure,
mayor.
let's move on.
Interesting.
Oh. Giorgio Amadeo.
He says what others won't.
That's my mayor.
Oh, wow, look at that action as well.
What the frick?
Right on cue.
I can shed scoots too.
Oh. Oh.
Kind of gross when you do
We'll
it.
get back to that, I guess. Like, Cosmic, I believe you're not running for mayor, or are you?
Oh, I am now. I am now.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mostly because of lack of
Twist.
communication, lack of planning, and I believe lack of safety on the server. So that's what I am mostly going to be aiming towards in my campaign.
Ooh,
That's my
good
mayor.
choices, especially the safety one.
Mhm.
Giorgio Amadilio, I'm gonna ask this in your native language. Ciao, Giorgio Amadilio. Amico mio, come sta?
That's a strange accent.
Yeah, it is. It's not Sicilian, definitely not. Voglio diventare sindaco il capo di JFS, Costa Sara di JFS nel 2026 sì, divero sindaco. Oh, thank you. My mom is doing well.
Dennis, are you part of the mob?
What's the first thing, Cosmic, you would change on the JFS?
Not something that I would change, but I would definitely add is my main concern is safety. So I have already conducted a trial bed and breakfast. When the server expanded, we went out to go and find new elements that we didn't originally have on the map. So the first thing that I found were blue chickens. I set up shop, and it's tucked out of the way where it's not claimed by anybody. But we do have a bed and breakfast on trial if you would like to go and check it out. There are coordinates in the Discord, and I can link them later on. Mostly to provide for players an area where they can rest, they can, if they need to mend something, if they need to pick up more food. And I think it's the manner of we have this new area and everybody wants to go and explore. And I know that Shawston has brought up paths along the server, and I think that's great. And I would like to add to that, not necessarily change, but to contribute.
Very good.
Woohoo!
Shawston, what would be the first thing you would change?
Well, the first thing I would change is the lack of governance in this society, but most importantly, I would finish the lack of interconnectability between all of us. As I have made clear many times before, a server thrives when it is well connected, and so we need to have roads. Roads here, roads there, roads everywhere, a road to every base in Spawn Town. That has been, since day one, my first and main priority goal. And so, yes, that is what I will do.
Boo, Shawston sucks.
Interesting.
Get out of here.
And I've
Interesting
Shawston is
statement
bad.
from the person at the back. Hi, Dakota. How are you?
Hi. Oh, I'm lovely. How are you, Dennis?
Oh, thank you. Very, very long. What do you think of the color orange?
Well, they are my friends, so I won't say anything too negative about it.
What changes would you make for JFS?
First off, I think I would destroy massive amounts of infrastructure. Bridges, satellites, I would just try and take it down. Oh, I'm getting a spam call right now. We can't hear it.
Oh.
Put them on.
Busy man.
Is it
Very
is
gamer.
it
I'm
is
back.
it is
Can
it
you even
spam
stop
from
talking
another?
for us?
Is it from another candidate?
It could be.
Was it tiny?
It could be.
I will congratulate Tiny Stranger. Tiny might not be with us here today, but he did complete one of his mission statements. He did get rid of one weep from the server, namely one Tiny Stranger.
Rest in peace,
Oh.
Tiny Stranger. Touche.
So, Shawston,
Yes.
Personally, I just came back from a vacation in Madagascar. I went to the beautiful city of Go 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 Go. If Apple took over Thailand's capital, what would it be called?
If Apple took over Thailand's capital, what would it be called?
Yes.
It would be called Granny Smithcock.
Very good answer. Giorgio Amadilio, who do you think will have the best 2026 on the server? Interesting answer.
That was definitely Muckluck.
I think it was.
Cosmic, who do you think will have the best 2026 in the world?
There are quite a lot of possibilities that can occur during 2026. We're still in the beginning. I think people that have a greater opportunity for success, most likely, but I think you need to allow yourself to have that kind of success. If you put yourself down, you might not be able to look at the possibilities that you have ahead of you.
Insightful. Dakota, if you could rename the JFS server, what would you rename it?
I think I'd name it Honk Shoo me. Final answer.
Okay. Shostin, same question.
Just making sure it was clear that that was the abbreviation there. Well, if I were to rename this server, is an interesting question. As you know, I was shot in the back of a taxi cab in 1992 by the Gambino family. And given your connection to the mob, I have not forgiven you for that.
That's what the music day is about.
Blasphemy.
But I believe that, above all, the JFS is a name that needs no replacement.
Cosmic, what would you rename the JFS?
I don't think that I would specifically choose to rename it myself. I think that that should be up for the people of the server. I think that you should conduct a poll, see what everyone would like to rename it, if that's a possibility, and go from there. I don't think that decision should be solely up to me.
Okay, that's fair. Giorgio Abdelio, same question.
Oh, wow. Good
So
answer.
passionate.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I didn't think you and the Gookie are so good friends. Dakota says here that you're the mascot of the server and worth about $350 at the International House of Pancakes. West Side Canadian, by the way.
Well, true.
So, could you tell me more about your promises? What will you do in the future if
I've
you
already
become the
forgotten
mayor?
everything I've written in the book, but I do promise to
Who reads?
I do promise to the number 2.
Okay.
Good answer. Good answer.
Thank
Good
you.
number.
Oh, even Giorgio like that.
Okay, Shostin. So you're a believe proud member of the Not Losers. Is that
That's
correct?
right. That's right.
Woo!
Yeah.
How are we to trust a person who's associated with an assassin, a bandit, and muck?
Well,
So true.
I think that it's important to look at the history of the candidates before we take judgment on who they associate with. So, like I said, I was shot in the back of a taxi cab in 1992 by the Gambino family. I have seen 5 guardian angels shot in the line of duty. Bang, bang, pow, 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 pow. And if I can still find it in my heart to associate with bandits and assassins, then we can all move past the flaws of the past. So, yes, I do associate with my fellow not losers, and I will not turn my back on them like I have not turned my back on any other group of mine, like the Green Team, or Schwenna, or Cactus God himself, praise be.
Maybe.
Woo!
Praise be.
Green team bestie.
You bring religion into this? Okay, interesting.
I'm American, I kind of have to.
No, just
A
how
lot of-
many
a lot of
groups is
Americans
your
on
alliance
stage.
split between?
No more than 6.
Giorgio Armadillo, could you be less aggressive to Shears?
Oh, you upset.
I believe that's a firm no, I think.
Yeah.
Welcome, Levy.
Yoink.
Yo,
Somebody get special off stage.
I'm not wasting those scoots.
What's with the
Valuable.
security here? Cosmic, what are your stance on weebs?
oh,
Interesting.
Gangster wants to know.
I neither have a positive nor negative influence on them, mostly myself being a small weeb. But I think that has to do with lack of knowledge and lack of culture. But that is something that I am open to educating myself on.
It's good. Thanks. It's good.
Cosmic brought up security, but I've received an anonymous tip that, well, the 3 satellites in the air was built. There's a moon that's apparently falling because it doesn't have a power core. What do you have to say about that, Shostin?
As it currently stands, the moon is fully powered and is not at risk of any such problem. The power core does not maintain its elevation as well. It is a moon. It is revolving around the planet. The power core itself only powers the terrain and the biosphere of the moon. And so there is no risk of it falling to there is no risk of it falling to the ground, Majora's Mask style.
Stuttering.
Yeah, like Joe Biden. I have a stutter. That means you have to elect me.
will you shut up, man?
There's at least 3 satellites. Don't play games with me.
From left to right, before we go to some questions from the audience, if there is any, Giorgio Armadillo, do you have anything to say before the round?
Staring
For
him out.
too long, people have
Whoa.
turned against people, attacked one another, stabbed a comrade in the back. For too long, the struggle for power has left uncountable fates to the void. For too long, we have been made to believe that to succeed, we need a ruler and its rules. Rules, some say, are only the promise of violence when faced with discontent. Rules do not guide, they oppress. The boundaries set by rules do not serve justice, only the separation of power and people. In search of power, they'll have us believe we need them to survive. And yet I look around and what do I see? I see what we, the people, have done. We've built roads, erected castles, and soon I hear we'll have a Waffle House. It wasn't the rules or rulers who accomplished this. We stand on the people's achievement. So I say this. A mayor's power is vague, yet great. Do we really need to bestow some goblin the powers the title grant? Or shall we thrive as we did, free to think and do as we wish? Vote for Giorgio.
I think I
He's
might-
shedding
I think I'm
again.
crying.
God.
I
I'm
might
gonna
cry.
tell you what, I didn't
worry, I
see
got
that
it.
coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was so moving.
I'm glad we got these nice speakers.
Yeah. Basically the same as Giorgio, except a little more pro-violence and less stealing.
I agree with
Legalize
that.
stealing.
Okay, so Cosmic, do you have any statement?
I believe in full transparency and being honest with my fellow neighbors. I believe that our safety should be our top priority, considering this is my first time playing on hard mode, and this is my first time playing on a server as big as this. Granted, I don't have a lot of experience, but I think that means that I have a greater possibility to learn from the people that are here the most. This is my first season on here, and I think that's great. I feel welcome. I feel positive about the future going forward. But I also believe that if I am mayor, I want to stay honest. If our satellites aren't finished, we shouldn't say, hey, let's fib and say that they're finished so that we could expand the border. I think that we should get things done efficiently and honestly.
The first part of the debate is over, and we would love to have some questions from the audience. I see a packed crowd with people like Nixer, the Merry Gamer, Dennis Flux, Bandit Dean.
Dennis Flux.
Can I ask a question, please?
You gotta go
Yes,
stand and line up.
you may,
sorry.
you may. Well, he needs permission.
Please, sir, may I ask a question?
I've already given you permission.
Thank you. Okay, so as you know, I am part of Not Losers. So to avoid any bias in my questions, I asked ChatGPT to generate questions. These are provided by ChatGPT.
Oh.
And it's a question to everyone.
Sonic.
But please keep it short. How do you balance aesthetics with efficiency? What are your what are your thoughts on ugly farms?
Well,
is that a question for everybody?
Much effort
question for everyone.
into answering this question as you put into writing it. Next answer can come up.
I think that the point of the farm does not negate the fact that it is a build in Minecraft. It needs to be either hidden away or made to appear nice in some way. Farms should probably be built underground for that reason.
Here, here.
I don't necessarily feel like the aesthetic should be as pleasant as everyone expects. Everybody has different tastes in everything, but I think that also comes to open communication. If you feel like your neighbor has something out in the open that isn't pleasant to look at, maybe lend a helping hand and say, hey, you know, it looks like you've been working really hard on this. Maybe I could help. Maybe we could build some infrastructure around it so that it doesn't compromise being attacked by mobs or blown up by creepers. There are ways to work around being insensitive to your neighbor's farms.
Wow. Okay, well,
Very
thank you.
There
Thank
you
you
go.
for your answers. Bye.
I have recently opened my eye, and I have seen an uptick of graffiti all over the server, in no small part to this mayoral race. Which of the candidates here would pledge to clean up this graffiti the most?
I would 100%, from the moment of the end of the election, would clear out all of the election material that has been up posted, including the billboards that we have built in my own campaign. They will be the first to go, as they are the most notable of an eyesore. That being said, I will say that it has been quite annoying to find my graffiti graffitied over. Nonetheless, it shall all be cleansed.
I think that there should be more graffiti on the server. It's what brings the lifeblood into here. Signs of communication between each other. Knowledge that there are many people on this server wanting to communicate, to spread their ideas. Sure, we have a notice board where people, what are you doing?
What?
Sure, we have a notice board where people can share their thoughts, but I think it's very important that we have. Never mind. I think I'm going to burn most of it down. I pledge to do that.
I think it's important that we elect a mayor who knows that we already have a notice board in the Nexus.
That's what I was saying. I said, yeah, we have a notice.
I want a
board.
mayor who can listen.
I want a mayor who will do this while someone is talking.
Fair enough. I want a mayor with a good sense of hat style.
Thank you.
I'll be speaking on behalf of Kenneth of Ken's News. He has two questions. One specifically for Cosmic. If elected mayor, would you let dogs on the furniture?
Being an owner of several dogs amongst my my own base, I do let them on my furniture. Some of them even have their own furniture. I think that's great. I think that all of our mobs should be comfortable.
Okay. Dakota, describe
Hello.
your perfect belly rubbing technique.
First, I'd like to thank for both Kenneth and your support in petition to make me a mayor. I really appreciate that. Double-handed. Well, you got to make sure that the dog is interested in it at the moment.
Yes.
So you start rubbing the belly, and if they turn over on their back, and then you just go wild.
No further questions.
Yeah, I have a question for Shostin. Shostin, you made it clear that the only reason you're running is to gain power and absolute dominance over everyone else on the server. In what way would you ruin our lives first if you get elected?
Well, I'm not entirely sure where you got that idea from, as I'm running because the people
can
have
you please not attack
requested
me.
me.
I feel attacked right now.
Well, I will say this, Goose. You asked how I would ruin your life, yes? Is that correct?
I guess that's a silly question because you already have, but yes.
That's what I'm saying. I will ruin your life. That is how I will ruin your life. If elected mayor, I will attack you personally. I will kill you personally. I will single you out, and I will rile up a mod. I will rile up a mob to kill you. I will find you.
Oh my!
I'm in shock. I'm shooketh.
Blood has been spilled at this election.
Sid just grew.
Woo! We got shot in the head. It's
Corona?
swelling.
I don't think he needs to get that checked out.
Yeah, blunt force trauma will cause swelling like that.
Red Star, do you have a question? Or me?
I did, but I'm very confused on what just happened just now. Okay, well, question for all of you. Since a candidate has been assassinated, how would you deal with potential assassins on the server?
Good question.
I'd fully support them, maybe even fund their activities.
Well, as a candidate who was recently assassinated, not both now, but also was attempted to have been assassinated in the back of a taxi cab in 1992 by the Gambino family, I am supportive of the right of assassins to attempt to assassinate people. It is their business model, and we should not be disruptive to small businesses.
I feel like an assassination is a very, very broad spectrum of what that person might be feeling. There's a lot of anger and resentment probably there. I think you just got to sit down with them. You just got to talk to them. What is it that I'm doing wrong that is causing so much hatred? And is that grounds for me to change my behavior? Am I doing something that is upsetting multiple people? I think if there is an assassination attempt, then I must not be a very good mayor.
I have a question for you, Red Star. How much would it cost to assassinate Shostin?
We'll
good question.
In DMs.
This is a question for everybody, and I think it's pretty on topic considering what we will be doing later today. How would you do your part in slaying the dragon today?
My answer is a little bit of that, and a little bit of this.
Okay.
To answer your question, I would comes in twofold. One, I plan to bring many bottles to the fight so that we may stock up on Ender Dragon Breath, because at some point someone will want it, and it will be annoying to go out of their way to get it. So we should stock up on it as much as we can now. but also I plan to stay and fight as many dragons as we want to fight, because that is what the community has decided is best practice. And so I will fight every dragon, even if I die trying.
This will be my first Ender Dragon fight in my entire history of Minecraft. So this is not a leadership experience for me to demonstrate. This is a learning curve that I have taken on to learn about my fellow neighbors, how they plan on doing this. I plan on following instruction from those who are going to be leading this. I feel like having your strongest players in the forefront is the best strategy. And I did spend the majority of my morning enchanting bows, and I have been stocking up on arrows so that I can contribute to the fight. But I'm not focused on taking the glory or trying to get attention. This is simply a learning experience for me, and I plan to soak it in as much as I can.
Very honest.
Very good, yes.
No further questions.
Ball.
Excuse me.
Oh.
I have one more question. This is not from ChatGPT. This is from MuckGPT. And it is a question solely for Cosmic. Other people can shut up. Cosmic, I've heard on the grapevine that if you were to become mayor, people who don't light up their builds will be punished. Is this true?
No. My first goal is safety for my fellow neighbors, and my second goal is to provide shelter. It is not to condemn anyone in a shameful or embarrassing way. It is not to punish anyone. It is simply to encourage safety. And if, they have a build and they have one torch, that's great. If they have a base claimed and there are no torches and that's up to them, then I simply encourage them to practice wearing armor, bringing in any safety that they can. If they have a sword and a shield and that's it, then good on them. They're trying their best. But there will always be options for improvement if they wish to take it on.
Okay, thank you. Whether I think we're okay. Whew.
Hi. Last question for me. How will you all deal with managing both Spawn Town, Shop Town, and the future minigame land?
I will pass the responsibility off to somebody else.
Personally, I am running for mayor of Spawn Town, so that sounds like an issue for the mayor of Shop Town to handle. However, I do believe that the creation of that will involve a lot of communication from the members of the inhabitants of Spawn Town and those just outside Spawn Town, and so we need to come together for that purpose. But in the purpose itself, I will be no greater than any other member of the server. Thank you.
I do believe in open communication. I believe that instead of taxing our fellow shop owners, once Shoptown is built, I believe that there should be a donation station that can be set up. So if anyone would like to contribute to future infrastructure, then they're more than welcome to, and it is encouraged, but it is not it's not set in stone. Whatever you guys want to do, it's up to you. This is your town. It's not going to be dictated by one person. I believe that this is a community matter, and it does rely on communication, because without you guys, it's not going to run as well as we think it will.
All right. Thank you all. Nope.
Oh.
Hi.
Special guest Dakota.
As a member of the server, I'm very concerned about nether infrastructure. How would you tackle building the nether hub this season?
Harry doesn't join the server anymore.
Well, you may recall recently in the Discord, I mentioned that I believed it was probably time for us to just begin discussing the prospect of another hub. for the first few months, it is typical for us to be relatively unplanned. Usually we have already decided someone will do something, but they have not particularly gotten very far in it yet. But in this case, we did not pre-select anyone, and so we now need to come together. I have had ideas for a nether base this year, such as a very lively green one, indicative of green team, very mossy and very plant-based, but obviously this is a group project, and so we will need to begin discussing it before we can make any grand decisions. I also have been made aware that there have been several portals placed above the bedrock, and so the question also needs to be made, should we build our nether base on top of the bedrock this season, or would it just be better to leave it under? Dakota, would you like to answer the question?
Yeah, no, I think that was a very good question. As the first person to have mentioned it, I think it should be Shostin's responsibility to build it, if elected mayor.
If you're elected mayor, or if I'm elected mayor?
If anyone's elected mayor.
Okay, so as long as anyone wins the election, you say that I should be responsible for
it. Yes.
Okay, just clarifying.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Let's go.
I was about to say, are we...
Oh,
Oh, okay.
wow.
Okay.
Oh.
Hello? My biggest dream is working at McDonald's. I'm a poor, unemployed guy. Would you like some fries with that?
Yes, please.
Okay. Can you help me get a job at McDonald's?
I can.
I believe... Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I think that with your uniform and your demeanor, I feel like if you just walked into the McDonald's and started working there, he would just let you. They wouldn't stop it from happening.
Oh. Really?
Really? True.
Thank you, Mr. Dakota. Oh, hey, Max. Are you single? I'm single, by the way.
He spits in the burgers. Don't trust him.
Oh.
Hello. It's me, Frog Guy.
Oh.
I'm currently studying at the university over by Red Star. It's a great place. I live in the dorm over there. What do you think of the future education of the JFS?
I believe that is a very good question, as we have not yet discussed, nor has anyone been on an undertaking to build a school of any kind. However, I will first sleep because I don't think getting attacked by phantoms will be good for this debate.
Yeah, I agree.
Which is the kind of thing a responsible mayor does. That aside, I have already vowed to open a gout prevention and treatment center, and that is the only kind of thing that can be staffed is by doctors, which means we will need education opportunities for members of the server to then fill those roles. So yes, I am the only candidate who has, albeit indirectly, endorsed new education opportunities.
I think education is very important. Thank you for this question. It really lights up
You're welcome.
People's worlds. And speaking of light, we don't have any frogs on this server. Could you please...
Dakota, you're a member of the...
And perhaps eat a few Make Me Cubes for me?
Oh, sure.
Thank you. Why are so many people just facing south instead of the stage? It's a little disrespectful.
Yeah.
They're very disrespectful.
Not like Wiener Dog. Wiener Dog looks at the stage.
Wiener Dog's looking right at us. And my billboard, too.
Fantastic.
Barons, I don't know if you're a proud member, but you're a member of the Barons, correct?
Correct.
Is there a political agenda that will cause us trouble if you're elected mayor?
Oh, absolutely,
based on
but
your...
it's secret.
Okay.
Honesty, I like that.
But you will promise a lot of chaos.
Yeah, I think that's aligned with my platform so far.
Cosmic, Dakota promised to bomb the debate in his campaign book thing. Do you think he actually has bombed the debate?
I think Dakota has given a lot of honest opinions about this debate, and I believe that if he were to move forward, he would do it in his best interest.
Yeah, only my best interest, nobody else's.
Yes. I'm not sure about that, but who am I to have an opinion? Well, Shoston.
See.
Again, you're associated with that group of the not losers, and many in the past seems that you're kind of like one of those YouTubers that always have friends around. There's those IRL streamers or something. They'll have the crew around. Can't be alone. And basically, according to our journalist...
Oh. Dennis, you've been made tiny.
Oh.
Oh my
According
gosh,
to our journalist, on day one of the server, you basically mocked the rest of the server for being losers while saying that you were not losers, saying while tryharding, going to the nether on day one.
Objection.
How can you expect people that you call losers to vote for you?
Well, for several reasons. One, I am truly honest. I did not sugarcoat it when I said that they were losers because they were slowpokes and they did not go to the nether nearly as fast as us, and that is true. I will also say that it was not my idea, but once it was suggested, I was a full-throated supporter of it. I will say that the not losers have been very overt in our mission ever since then, to generally be not losers and to mock those who are. And I do not deny that. I do not hide behind it. It is something I am proud of. We are not losers.
Are there any losers on the stage with you right now?
Yes, there's 3 of them, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
If they were not losers, they would be in the not losers.
Any losers in the audience?
Probably a few. I do see Lemons. He's jumping. He wants me to see him. And also I do see it looks like there's a Dennis over there, not to be confused with Tiny Dennis. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. Dinnerbone doesn't work for Mojang anymore, I don't think, so he's kind of a quitter. That's kind of a loser mentality. Also, he's not upside down anymore, which is again kind of loser mentality. You know, I would just simply be upside down if I wanted to.
If he was always upside down, would that make him upside down now? Like, his default state was upside down.
It is possible that his name is Dinnerbone, and then because his name is Dinnerbone, he was flipped back right side up because he's normally upside down. I'm not a coder though, so I don't know. The only coding I do is in Python for ArcGIS Pro, and it does not really do much else outside of that.
Wait, I have a question for Shoston. I have 2 questions. First question, number 1, who asked? Second question, you claim not to be a loser, and yet you died only just today. So how do you explain that discrepancy?
Well, I'll have you know that I did not die until today, whereas everyone else here has died at least once. Am I wrong?
So that's still...
I've never died.
So if anything, y'all are more losers than me because you died first.
Dennis is a loser and hasn't died, but you died and you're not.
Special guest coming forward, Mike.
Okay, hold on. We got a new question. We got a new question. Got a new question.
Let him take the stage.
Yeah.
I vote for you.
Is he trying to get to the stage to run, or is he getting to the podium to ask a question?
Both.
Selling concessions.
Oh, okay.
You.
Giorgio Amadillo, are you still there? What is your opinion of Cyclops?
Oh,
I agree.
Giorgio, you seem to be off stage. It seems very unmayoral of
He
you.
can throw his voice. Such a talent.
As a mayor, are you gonna remain on the stage for
the
rest of
debate?
your tenure? I see.
Okay. Does any of the mayoral candidates have any questions for each other?
I believe Dakota was already asking me several questions, so I imagine he has more.
Nope.
Okay. Giorgio, I have a question for you. Oh, when does the fight start?
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. Giorgio, when does the fight start? What kind of potion was that? Is that regen? Are you prepared to fight us off one by one? Put up your dukes.
I think given the circumstances of the armadillo that we found the other day, I think he's very on edge about possibly being assassinated.
That's true. I don't know who all knows about this, but it was just the other day that Cosmic and I discovered a armadillo dangling from the ceiling of the Nexus. Not sure who would.
Oh my god!
Not sure who would commit such heinous acts of animal abuse, and also mockery in naming the armadillo coward. But obviously, this is unacceptable. Dakota, what do you think about this? We already know what Cosmic and I think about this. What do you think about this?
I think it's despicable to treat an armadillo that way.
I know who it was. It was Shostin who hung my brother from the ceiling.
That's a lie.
God.
Shostin, why would you do that?
I have done no such thing. I have never even touched an armadillo.
Check his pockets, he's got scoot.
Shostin, where's the rope? Show us.
I have no scoot in my inventory.
Cosmic, I have a question for you. What made you decide to switch from running for best mayor to running for, best neighbor to running for mayor?
I think it was probably the fact that we have a lot of fellow streamers on here. We have a lot of fellow YouTubers and we have a lot of fellow Twitch streamers. And I think the first time it was put into my head that I could probably run for best neighbor was there are a few people on here, part of the Not Losers Club, that shared on a few streaming platforms a meeting that they had about lying about the satellite, saying that even though it's not done, they could say that it is so that we could go and look for new resources. And I don't believe that that was honest. That really felt gross with me. I felt like there was a lack of trust in the community, and I felt like I wanted to be a better neighbor because of it. I felt like I wanted to lead by example. And even though I did not contribute to the satellites, I felt like I've contributed to my community in other ways, like donating sand or gravel for the Guardians. And I felt like it's inspired me to become a better person. And what better way of doing that than being the best neighbor that you can be and running for mayor?
Inspiring.
Thanks.
Dean, I can't believe you'd lie.
Yeah, Dean.
What? So there's no more questions. Any final words from the four candidates?
Well, as you know, I was shot in the back of a taxi cab in New York in 1992 by the Gambino family. And 5 of my guardian angels were shot down. Bam, bam, pew, pew, pow, 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 pow. But that aside, it is clear that this has come to a head, this whole endeavor, and that we, as a people, need to make a decision. On what is it? Next week on Saturday, you will all be tasked with a grand decision. Excuse me, I'm trying to give a speech here. On Saturday, we will all be given the opportunity to make ourselves heard. And I believe that whatever decision the people makes will be the correct one. I see on this stage many viable candidates for mayor, including Dakota. And that being said, there is a right choice. There is me. And I will do everything that I have vowed. And you will look back on this day as the beginning of a new...
Don't do it.
Ooh, generation.
Talks, Jesus.
A double assassination?
Yep.
Never before seen.
I'll allow it. Shostin was becoming Japanese, so...
Your Honor, he was yapping.
I have
That's my
4
yapping.
words for my final statement. Don't vote for me. I like his honesty.
To the point.
Might want to vote for him.
No.
Okay.
To the first two people
Small
who vote
Dennis
for
would
me,
vote for
you
you.
can have a beret.
I don't want a beret.
It is also attached to my head, but okay.
Dakota took it.
Dakota is now chosen to vote
I
for me.
don't want to vote for Dakota either.
No.
When? I think you should steal from people.
I'm just saying, Giorgio physically cannot wear a
Rude.
beret.
That's kind of lame.
That's epic. That's epic sauce.
If I become mayor, epic sauce will no longer be allowed to be said on.
Second.
He has my vote.
All right. I think that's it.
Woo.
Vote
We learned a
Johnston.
lot today. Go to the
This
voting
notably less
booth
violent than I
on the
expected.
day that's listed in the Discord because I have no freaking idea. I wasn't paid enough for this.
You have a week. It's a week from today. Those of us on the stage will probably try to be online again to collectively vote count so that there is a fair and unbiased counting of the votes. That or perhaps a representative of anyone if you cannot be here. That being said, vote for Shoston, and I will make you a greater person. Except for Goose, I will kill a Goose.
Sucks and wears a beret.
I will rally the Gambino family against Goose.
Bring it.
He's gonna get
Okay,
Donald
can we
Glover.
start
Red
fighting
Star,
now?
Red Star, kill Goose.
Watch them do something against this.